Hello everybody, welcome to a new vlog. I am so glad that you are here. I'm going to start off this week with some very positive news. I've just finished The Archive of the Forgotten by A.J. Hackwith. This is the second book in the Library of the Unwritten series, and it follows our amazing cast of characters from book one as they are adjusting to life after the events of book one. Suddenly something happens and they find that there are strange pools of unwritten ink everywhere, and they suddenly realise that there are more mysteries in this library than they have been told about. This was a really good story. I think I preferred it a little... No. I think I preferred the first one more. This one was excellent, but that first one was just almost like an unexpected adoration. So I think that one will always hold a preference and a place in my heart. This one was an excellent continuation. I think I spent a lot of this book, though, sat there like, so what's the ink? Where's it come from? Why is it there? Like, all the way through. And by the end, things got answered. Although I'm still not entirely sure where the ink came from. Like, I know what it is. I know what it's about. But, like, where did it come from in the first place? But that probably got explained and I just glanced over it, to be honest. But it was a really interesting story. I loved following these characters again. It was still so light-hearted and fun to read. I feel as though it was less jokey and fun than the first book, but I didn't mind it. It was still really good. I've been in a bit of a physical book slump recently. Like I've just finished this actually. But I'm also reading other books, and when I pick them up physically, I read about 5 pages and I'm like, I can't be bothered. I'm not in the mood. I think I'm just not in a reading mood and stuff like that. Then I downloaded this as an ebook version because I thought, I'm in bed. I couldn't be bothered holding it. I thought, I'll just download it. I'll have a read. And I whizzed through it and I thought, oh, but I wasn't really interested. And I think it's a case of I'm in a physical book slump and I'm really interested in ebooks. So I finished this as an ebook. Loved my time with it. It took me about 5 days to get a quarter of the way in. And then I read half of the book yesterday and then the final quarter today. So whizzed through it. Really enjoyed it. I'm going to give this a 4-star. I said the first one was a 4.5 originally. Probably rounding up to a 5. This one is very much a solid 4. I really enjoyed my time. Not as good as the first one, in my opinion. But I know now that there's a third book coming out, and I am so excited for that. It's going to be an amazing trilogy, and I can't wait. So for the rest of the week, just to give you a quick rundown, I'm continuing my read of The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu, which I started yesterday. I'm very interested in this. It follows 2 characters that I have a bit of a dubious relationship with. So I'm interested to see how I find it. So far, I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. I don't want to mention stuff because it's very far into the series. So I don't want to give it any sort of spoilers. But I'm really enjoying my time with it. And again, I'm reading this mainly on ebook form. So I'll probably flick between, but I think primarily it'll be ebook I read this. Hopefully I can get this done as soon as possible because I still have 2 books to read before Chain of Iron, which is out next week. So I don't know if I'm going to finish in time for the release. We'll see. Then after that, maybe tomorrow, now that I've finished The Archive of the Forgotten, I'm going to be starting 12th of Never by James Patterson and Maxine Petro. This is a buddy read with Jade, 12th book in a Women's Murder Club series. If you've been on my channel for less than a minute, you will know that I'm doing this. So I'm not entirely sure what this one's about. I don't really like reading before I'm up to date, and I just haven't picked this one up until today. So I am intrigued to start this tomorrow, see what it's about. Hopefully it'll be an amazing addition to the series. That is it in terms of what I have to read. I have these 2 books, and that's it. And I have a week. So I'm hoping I can binge through both of these very quickly, and I will have some free time because I do really want to read Law, which is actually you're balanced on it, so I can't pick it up. I got Law in a book box recently, and I want to read it. It's on a buddy read of Jade and Brooke and mine. It's our list. And we never got to it. So we said we'll try and read it as soon as possible. So my goal is if I finish those 2 books, I will pick up Law because we're planning on reading it very shortly anyway. I don't know what the likelihood of that is, but that's the plan. But that is it. That is my weekly plan. I'm going to chill out now. I've got a face mask on. I'm going to continue reading the Red Scrolls of Magic for a bit. And then I will just update you guys tomorrow with where I'm up to with that. And I hope you're having a great week so far. See you guys. Hey guys, I am very sorry I've not been updating you. It is actually now Wednesday evening. I say evening, it's not too late. But I didn't update you yesterday. I don't know why, it just completely slipped my mind, and then I think it got to about 11:30, 12 o'clock last night, and I thought, oh, I might as well do the update now, and then I thought, there's no point. Like, there's nothing really big for me to update you on. I'll just update you today with my progress and things like that. So I haven't really done much. I had to go and deliver something to my nan's yesterday and help her out with a new laptop. Then I came home, haven't really done much, been reading, did some work today. So in terms of life, nothing really has happened, so that's probably another reason why I haven't been updating you. In terms of my reading, I am currently reading the Red Scrolls of Magic. I got to halfway last night before I decided to go to bed. I'm now continuing to read, and I'm going to try and get as far as I can today. I'm going to try and get to 3/4 of the way, which I don't know page number because the book's over there right now, but that is chapter 26, and I'm currently on chapter 21. So hopefully it won't be too long until I'm there, and then I'm going to pick up 12th of Nether, which I started yesterday as well, and I got 118 pages in, which is 1/4 of the way through that book. So overall, I've not been doing too badly with my reading. I just haven't really had anything to update you on. I've had no thoughts or feelings or anything like that. So what I'll do is I think I'll do this reading and then I'll update you tonight with my thoughts on what I've been reading, if there is something. But yeah, it's just been very slow this week. In terms of reading, it's not been the quickest, and then just in terms of life, I haven't really done anything. So I haven't really felt like I've needed to update you much. But like I said, I'll chat to you guys tonight. Hopefully I'll have done some good reading. Hopefully I'll have done something. I don't know. I'll probably just sit here, to be honest. And I'll keep you updated. So
Hi
I'll
guys,
see you later.
I thought I'd just give you an update and let you know that I finished the Red Scrolls of Magic today. I'm going to give it a 4-star rating. I actually really enjoyed the book, but I did have a couple of issues. Namely the fact that it was set before the final 3 Mortal Instruments. I'm trying to talk about this without spoilers for anything. Basically, I had a problem with the final 3 books of the Mortal Instruments. Primarily because of certain characters. And seeing how this story played out, I didn't really connect to it because I felt like, well, I know what's coming, so really this doesn't matter. It's hard to talk without spoilers, so I'm sorry if this seems really vague. If you've read The Mortal Instruments, hopefully you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it kind of made me feel as though it was pointless reading this part of the story that was meant to make us like certain things and enjoy certain characters, when we know that something is coming a bit later on in the Mortal Instruments that makes you not like them as much. So I was a bit bothered by that. But overall, it was a really enjoyable read. And I did enjoy my time with it. I can't wait to carry on to The Lost Book of the White and to Chain of Gold. I'm very excited. I'm going to carry on reading 12th of Nether today and see how far I get. Hopefully I can finish that today, because I finished the Red Scrolls of Magic about 11 a.m. It's now like 1 p.m. It is possible I will finish the 12th of Nether book today. I would like that, and then I can move on to reading Lore. And then it'd be really good if I could get Lore finished before the 1st of March. And then when the 1st of March rolls around, I will read... I'm not sure, I'll probably start Lost Book of the White then. I do need to keep an eye out on my arcs though, because I do keep forgetting they exist. And I think I have a few out in March, so I need to prioritise reading them. But for now, I'm going to make some lunch.
Alright guys, so I've just finished 12th of Never by James Patterson and Maxine Petro. This story followed 3 separate plots. For starters, there was a professor that walks into the police saying he's had a dream of a murder that has not happened yet, and then the murder happens, and this becomes a recurring theme. Then there is a second storyline of a convicted serial killer that wakes up and decides it's time for him to tell the police where he's hidden the bodies. And then thirdly, there was a storyline... Oh, there was 4 storylines. Thirdly, there was a storyline that followed a man whose wife and daughter were both declared dead, and it's his trial. And fourthly, there was a body that was found in a car of a young woman that had been shot dead, and her body disappears from the morgue. And the story followed all of these. It sounds like it was going to be very convoluted. When I found out there was this many plots, I was like, oh God, please no. But they actually worked really well. I feel as though all of the stories were told well. I loved all of these emotional investments with the characters. There was a really deep personal storyline with Lindsay's character, as well as a storyline with Cindy, and both of those really kind of like tugged on my heartstrings and made me mad, made me upset. It was really great to see that personal storyline as opposed to the police professional one. But I really enjoyed it. I gave this a 4-star because I really loved everything it was giving me. It gave me great vibes, and frankly, I'm just so excited. There was a villain in this that I really hope we see more of, and there is a potential. I hope that happens. There is a potential for it. I'm very ready for it. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this storyline goes next. But I finished the final book on my TBR for February, which means my next book is going to be Law. I am super excited to read this. This is by Alexandra Bracken. It is, I think, set in modern day, and it's about a game. I don't know what it's about, if I'm honest with you. I just kind of received the book. I didn't know what it was about, but it is stunning. The cover, disappointing, but sprayed edges, stunning. The cover and the artwork, stunning. And I'm so excited because it's Greek, which I like Greek mythology. He says after reading Circe and not liking it. But it's also like a game and a tournament. And it's like very Hunger Games vibe. And I am so ready for it. So my plan really was to start reading this Saturday and then carry it on into March. It's Thursday evening. I could start this tonight, potentially finish this by Sunday. I'll be very happy if I can get this done before March. But yeah, I'm going to start this. Going to have my fancy Greek mythology inspired bookmark. And I'm just going to get into it. I don't know how many pages it is or anything, but I am ready to read. So I can't wait to update you guys tomorrow and let you know what I'm thinking so far.
So let's talk a little bit about Law. I don't know how I feel. I think I'm DNFing. It's sad. I don't want to DNF, but every time I read a chapter of this, I finish the chapter and then I'm like, okay, I've read a chapter, that's more than enough. I'm going to put it down for now. And then when it comes to actually thinking, oh, I fancy reading, I look and see the book and I look and go, I don't really, I can't be bothered. I don't want to. Like, I really don't want to read it. Like, I find the plot enjoyable in a sense of the plot's quite interesting. I want to know where it's going, things like that. But I don't know whether I'm just not gelling with the writing, whether I find it a bit slow or a bit boring. But I'm just, every time I pick it up, I'm like, And then every time I put it down, I'm glad and I just think I don't really want to pick it back up, which really upsets me. I don't want to be feeling like this, especially with this book, because I really had high hopes for this. But I'm not loving it. I am currently 85 pages in, and like, I've literally stopped mid-chapter to film this, which proves I'm really not that invested. I wanted to get to page 100, but the closer I get, the more painful it becomes.
Like, it took me about 15 minutes just to read, I think, 3 pages of this. Because I said, get to 100, then you can stop. And getting to 100 has been horrible. I'm going to keep thinking about it and try to push myself on. But I think I'm DNFing this, which really upsets me. Because I don't know what it is. That's the issue. I can't say, oh, I don't like it. I find this boring. This character's annoying, blah, blah, blah. It's nothing like that. I just find it to be very not my thing. Like, I read it and I'm like, the plot sounds interesting. The plot sounds like something I'd love. But I just don't care. And I'm sad about it. I'm going to keep thinking, but I think I'm going to do a DNF. I'll just chat to you guys later once I make an official decision. And I'll have to see what else I can pick up, I suppose. But yeah, I'm sad. That sucks. I'm really sad. Okay, I'm back. I've officially DNF Law. I'm sad about it. But I messaged Brooke and asked, what should I read next? Because I said, really, I've got nothing else on my TBR. She's obviously, my TBR video for March is out now. So she's had a look at that and she picked a book. And she chose Cut Off by Adrian Finlay. Super excited. This is a highly anticipated read. Hopefully I will love this. Hopefully it'll get my March off to a very good start. I'm really excited. After that, I know I need to start The Elephant in the Room by Holly Goldberg Sloan, I think it is. My friends read this and I think she DNF'd it because she did not like it at all. So I have to read it because I got sent an advance copy and it actually comes out on the 2nd of March. So I might start that this weekend. We'll have to see. Depends how quickly I read this, and it depends whether I want to read this as well as another book. But for now, I'm just reading Cut Off. This is a story about a virtual reality game that people go in, and the point of it is you have to last for as long as you can without tapping out. If you are the last one who survives, you win. But the problem is people try and tap out only to find out that no one comes for them because something's happened to the outside world and these people are stuck in this virtual reality TV show. Sounds interesting, sounds exciting, sounds sci-fi and Hunger Gamesy and Lost in the Wilderness kind of thing. Loving the sound of it, cannot wait. I'm so excited to read it. I bought this and I need to get onto it. So I'm ready, I'll start it and I'll chat to you guys later. I am sorry for not updating you yesterday. It is now Sunday. But I thought I'd just give you a quick update as to where I'm at, what I'm doing. So I have been reading Cut Off and currently I am at page 152. The halfway point is 180 something. So I'm very close to being halfway. Basically, I've decided that I'm not going to finish this book or any others by end of Feb, so I'm not really rushing. It ends today, February, so it's fine. I can just read these books as and when. I can just class them as a good head start, which I'm very happy with. I've currently also started The Lost Book of the White, which I have got 4 chapters in, which is about 70 pages. I've left that book upstairs at the minute, so I don't have that on me. So far, I'm enjoying that one a lot more than I enjoyed the Red Scrolls of Magic. I still really enjoyed the Red Scrolls of Magic, but I'm enjoying The Lost Book of the White a lot more so far already. With this book, with Cut Off, I am having a whale of a time. It's a great story, a lot of fun, really enjoying it. No plans, obviously, to finish. I've just got until tonight, so I'm going to read as much of this as I can. And I'll just update you guys later. Now, there is something I actually want to discuss. Basically, I'm going through a bit of a channel change. Because I'm starting a new job, because of everything, time, availability, I am going to be changing my schedule. I'm going to now be uploading every Monday, where I will do my weekly vlog for the foreseeable future. And then every Friday, where I will post another BookTube related video. I think that just works best. I'm dropping an upload every week. I normally do 3, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. But it's not really working for me right now because I'm not someone that pre-films. So all of my filming takes place during the week and I'm going to have much less time because of the new job. so I don't really want to risk not putting the videos up. Plus, on top of that, I'm a very slow reader. Like, I read so much because I read constantly from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to bed. So because I'm working now, that's not going to be an option anymore. It was fine when I was in lockdown, but now that I'm going to be starting work and I have to go in, I'm not going to be able to read as much. So I don't want to then waste the only time I actually can read filming videos. So I'm going to drop an upload. I'm going to do it Mondays and Fridays from now on, and we'll just see how that works. I'm not really setting any big goals, any big schedules. That is just how it's going to work from now on. So yeah. I also don't think I'm going to be doing wrap-ups anymore because I've said I discuss the books in these weekly vlogs, and then like the only other things I can do wrap-ups for are like statistics, and they get a bit boring. I don't really like filming wrap-ups. I never have. So I'm just going to do stuff like this, and you'll get my wrap-ups and thoughts from here. But that's what I wanted to let you guys know. So uploads will change, and hopefully it'll work out. We will have to see, won't we? But for now, I will chat to you guys later because I'm going to go back to reading. So I'll see you soon. Hi guys, I just want to give you a final update. I'm going to wrap up the vlog in a sec. I have just made it to page 240 of this book, Cut Off by Adrian Finlay. I am obsessed. I said earlier, it's described as Warcross and Lost. I'm definitely getting Lost vibes. I understand the Warcross vibes. I haven't read Warcross, so I can't really say if it's like it or not. But I am obsessed. It is so good. It is so dark. It's so intriguing. I read a book a while ago called The Island by C.L. Taylor. This book is what The Island should have been. Like, it's a YA, so it's not as dark and gritty as an adult book, which, you know, can get a little bit frustrating when you read YA because it feels as though nothing happens, nothing dark, anything happens. This book does it well. With The Island, there wasn't really much darkness in it. I don't know why I'm comparing these two, but they're both just kind of like survival stories and both YA. And they were both likened to Lost, actually. Not much happened with The Island. It was still a great story, but not much happened. Whereas this book, the tension is high action. You cannot stop. It is literally so tense. There is so much going on. There are so many questions being brought up, and I actually really enjoy the characters. There's a bit of a romance trying to be forced into this, which, to be fair, it wouldn't be a YA without a romance, would it? Let's be honest. Which I don't particularly like. But the rest of the story is absolutely phenomenal, and I just can't get enough of it. I'm hoping to continue reading, and I will finish this book tomorrow. Because this book, I don't know if you can see it here, actually. No. Bottom? Maybe you can a bit. Basically, this book is split into 3 parts, and there's a black line denoting each part. And I'm up to now the 3rd part, so that's the last part. So I'm hoping to finish that tomorrow, because I've basically read 1 part a day. I'm excited. I can't wait to update you guys tomorrow, which will be a new vlog, so you won't get it till next week, sorry. But I'm obsessed with it so far. I said this book was a 5-star prediction. So far, it's not let me down. So far, it's been like a 4, but such a strong 4 that if the vibe and the ending doesn't let me down, it's going to be a 5. And then that was at the start. Today, I've actually bumped it up to a 4.5, potentially a 5. So yeah. So to end off, I've read this. It's been a busy week, really. Considering I haven't really read much, I've read a lot. This week I've read 12th of Nether by James Patterson and Maxine Petro. I finished off The Archive of the Forgotten. I've read Cut Off. I've DNF Law. I've read The Red Scrolls of Magic. And I started The Lost Book of the White. So really, that's been a productive week considering I've been in a slump. Because I have been slumping hard. I have not wanted to read anything. And then everything I have picked up to read, I've picked it up in ebook form. The only book I haven't been able to pick up in ebook is this one, because I can't find an ebook copy that I can get. Whereas the rest I've bought the ebook for it. It's fine. So every book I've pretty much just started with an ebook, apart from the James Patterson ones as well, actually, because they're just quick enough for me to get through. So I've been heavily slumping, not in a reading mood at all. I've literally read, in my head, I've read the least this week than I have at all in the last year. And I'm surprised by how much I've actually got done. So positive. But I'm going to round off here. So I will just chat to you guys. Well, I'll chat to you tomorrow, but you won't see it till next week. Check out some videos coming up. Don't forget my schedule is going to be changing. So I will see you guys on Friday with my next video. It's going to be new. It's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Well, I will chat to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.